Rich. He wants to make love.
Brooke, I want you to be honest with me like I asked. I'm gonna ask you something, okay? Who would you rather marry?
Excuse me?
Would you rather be Mrs. Dominic Payne or Mrs. Dominic Marone?
You're thinking of changing your name?
Yeah, I am. The old man was so thrilled about the kid being a Marone. He's gonna be a Marone. I thought he'd like if I was one too.
And what Massimo wants, Massimo gets.
Oh, come on, his heart's in the right place. He wants us to be happy, don't you think?
So does Stephanie, Rick, your mother.
Could get pretty crowded with all those people in our corner.
You're not looking forward to going home?
Well, I kind of like having you home myself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You still up?
Yeah, I probably will be for a while. I'm sorry if I upset you and Dad before.
No, don't stress about it. We're cool.
Yes, you are.
So if you want to talk about it.
No, Jim, I really don't.
You sure?
Honestly, right now I would rather talk about anything but my mom.
Okay. Well, let's talk about your new job. What's your boss like?
Samantha's a strong person. Hopefully, she'll be able to handle all of this.
I never meant to hurt her. She was so young. She wasn't ready to become a mother.
I understand that, but Priscilla, there were other options.
She wouldn't have listened, not the way she felt about that boy.
She really was in love with him.
She had her whole life ahead of her. I didn't want her to throw it away. She's never going to understand after he tells her what he's going to.
Priscilla, you had years to tell her the truth. You chose not to. So now you're going to have to face the music. Samantha may not forgive you.
I can't imagine what you've been through all these years.
No, you can't.
Now I understand, Samantha. What you said about our daughter being dead. How you've lived all these years. It must have been so hard for you.
Hard. You have no idea, Hector. I was all alone. In a new city, I had no friends. Facing the most difficult thing in my life.
But your mother was with you.
I needed you. Where were you? Where were you when I went into labor? Where were you when I delivered our baby? Where were you when they told me that she was dead? You didn't even care enough to call.
I thought you wanted nothing to do with me.
You're right. I don't.
Hector thought I lied about the baby to keep them apart.
Priscilla, that baby has a name.
Caitlin. I know I met her.
She's a lovely young woman, isn't she?
Yes. Hector did a fine job of raising her.
Well, that's all well and good, but the truth is, you wanted Hector and that baby out of your daughter's life, period.
I thought she'd forget.
Because you could forget.
Because I wanted her to get on with her life. That's why I told her the baby died. That's why I didn't give Sam his letters. Otherwise, she would never let go.
But she never has let go. You know, you may have been able to forget the fact that you were a grandmother, but she's never forgotten the fact that she had a baby. I mean, that loss has haunted her. You can see it. As successful as Sam has become, I'm telling you, I honestly think the girl's never really been happy.
Why are you doing this to me?
It wasn't me, Samantha. It was your mother.
You said you'd never come between us.
And you said you'd always love me. And after the baby was born, I was so angry.
Angry?
All these years, I blamed you.
You thought it was my fault?
I didn't know what happened to you.
You didn't want to know.
I tried to contact you. I called you. I wrote you over and over. I never should have given up. Your mother told me that you didn't want to see me. I begged her to let me talk to you, but she said you wouldn't come to the phone. You didn't answer any of my letters.
No, you didn't answer any of mine. My mother even gave me your new address. You sent them all back.
Samantha, I never moved. You never got any of my letters because of your mother.
I don't understand.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's all been a lie. Everything. And we should have known better. I'd never abandon you. And you'd never give up your own child.
I didn't give her up after she died.
That's what your mother told you.
That's what happened. Yes! Our baby died, Hector. Oh, just stop it! Just, I don't know what you're saying. Please, just go.
Samantha, it's all been a lie. Look at me. Look at me. Our daughter isn't dead. Our baby's alive.
Hello? Hello?
Rich, it's me. Are you there?
Yeah.
I just wanted to call you and tell you that we're coming home. I didn't want you to hear it from anybody else.
Thanks for the heads up. Is that all you wanted to tell me? Brooke. I've been thinking a lot about our conversation last time.
I put you in a terrible position.
I didn't want to think about it. You and him together that way, and I couldn't get it out of my head. Brooke, don't do this. Don't make love to that guy. Come on, just come home and we'll talk about all this, you know. You gotta tell Nick that you're not ready for it.
I accepted Nick's proposal. I made a commitment.
Which you were questioning. You were questioning it. I mean, because your instincts are telling you that it's not right.
I'm not going to let my instincts cloud my judgment or my responsibility to my child. I'm where I need to be. I pledged myself to Nick. Mind, body, and soul.
No. Oh, no, Brooke. You didn't make love to him. Tell me you didn't make...
I'm telling you, it's too late. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You just said my baby's alive.
Yes,
Why would you say that?
because it's true. I can only imagine how hard it's been mourning the death of our child. Sweetheart, but you don't have to live with that anymore. You can let it go.
Let it go.
Samantha, look at me. Your baby didn't die, sweetheart. You gave birth to a beautiful little girl.
My mother said that.
She knew you'd never give her away. It's the only way she could keep us apart.
All these years, I thought she was dead.
I know, honey.
Our baby. Our baby's alive.
Your boss sounds really cool.
Yeah. Samantha's more like a mentor than a boss.
First names? Things are pretty casual in the fashion biz.
Well, I don't know about the rest of the business, but they're definitely like that with us. Like, the other day we were talking about dating.
I don't know if Dad would like her giving you any pointers.
I could probably give her more than she could give me.
Oh, because you're so experienced.
Okay, I'm not, but neither is she. I mean, she only had one boyfriend when she was my age.
That's it? Mm-hmm. But she's old.
He must have been really special, Jimmy, because after they broke up, she never fell in love again.
Samantha's never going to forgive me.
Maybe not, Priscilla.
And even if she does, I'll never forgive myself. I told myself she was too young to have a baby. That Hector would never make her happy and she'd be better off without them. I thought I was setting her free. She isn't. She's trapped in the past, filled with regret. And it's my fault.
And she isn't the only one that suffered.
I know. Hector and that poor, innocent child. I robbed that beautiful girl of her mother. Oh, God. How can I ever make it up to them? How can I give them back the years that they've lost?
Can't. We'd all like to do that somehow, wouldn't we? But you can't. All you can do is hope. Hope that they'll find their way back to each other.
Our baby's alive.
Alive and well.
You've seen her?
Samantha, she's beautiful. Just like you.
How did you find her?
Find her? I raised her.
What? She's been with you all these years? You never told me? You never said anything?
Your mother told me that you didn't want her.
And you believed her?
I hadn't heard from you in months. She brought me the baby. And the adoption papers. Samantha, you signed them.
I never signed anything.
Well, I didn't know.
You knew me. All the time that we spent together and all the plans that we'd made, we were going to be a family. What would make you think that I would ever abandon my child?
It's what your mother wanted me to think.
So she's been manipulating you all these years. That's why you never called. And that's why the other day at the restaurant you never mentioned her.
Sam, she would not give me custody until I agreed I would leave you alone. Okay, she made me sign a paper saying that I promised I would never see you again. So when I saw you and you didn't ask about our daughter, I couldn't believe it. How you could be so cruel. How that girl that I loved so long ago could turn into such a heartless monster. That's why I lashed out at you. That's why I said those awful things. But I was wrong. Okay? You haven't changed. You're still the girl I fell in love with. The woman who gave me the most beautiful gift in my life. Our daughter.
We have a daughter.
And she misses you. Just like I did.
I missed you too. Both of you.
It's over, Sam. All the lies.